Hey guys, welcome back to Lucy Show, the Lucy Show. Sorry about that earlier technical difficulties. I thought I was connected with my Ethernet. Turns out I wasn't. So finally, with audio now on this live stream, I can finally talk about my favorite Wanda. And after watching Doctor Strange, my review on it. So if you didn't already watch Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, I think that's what it's called. Yes. Then definitely tune in after you've watched it because I don't want to ruin it for you, as I am going to totally spoil it for anybody who's never watched it. Wanda, no surprise, is a part of it, aka Scarlet Witch, but you'll really know about Scarlet Witch only if you watch the Disney Plus version of Wanda Vision. So their short series, it's like only 9 episodes. I binged it all in one day. Highly recommend if you can get access to Disney Plus or watch WandaVision prior to going into seeing this movie. Highly, highly recommend, because I feel like if you've never watched WandaVision, I know I did a poll on this on Twitter because my best friend was like, oh, you should totally watch all of WandaVision or you won't really understand Doctor Strange, this movie, like this new movie, as much. But then I did a poll on Twitter and then people were like, oh, you could have just seen like a YouTube video, like a short summary, or you don't really need to watch it to understand what's going on, as long as you watch like the latest Spider-Man movie. But now that I have watched WandaVision and thoroughly enjoyed it, my all-time favorite superhero series, by the way, I would say that it is highly recommended to watch WandaVision before watching this movie. It just makes more sense, and then you can connect with the characters more. And I think that's why I like teared up at the end. I did not cry. I did not cry throughout the entire WandaVision TV series, even though it was very sad at certain points. It's overall like funny and stuff too. I think it has a little bit of everything. But WandaVision wasn't so sad to the point, at least for me, that I cried. But then watching this movie with Wanda's like last part near the end, that's when I teared up. But no tears were shed at the movie theater. I watched Doctor Strange. I think it's pretty cool, Haruhi says. Like this movie, or you mean like all the Doctor Strange movies? I actually don't know how many Doctor Strange movies there are, and I can't give you a number for like each individual Marvel superhero and how many different movies they have, because I just can't keep track unless I Google it. But I think I've only seen one Doctor Strange movie. But it just feels like there's so many more, and this is the second one. But it feels like there's a lot more Doctor Strange movies, because I swear to God, like, what's his name? Cumberbatch, right? Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes, cool name. This guy, so Doctor Strange, he's in like nearly every single superhero movie that is part of the Marvel like Avenger series. So obviously he is an Avenger too, but it's just you see him all the time. I don't know what it is, but I feel like if I had to pick one person that I see the most, like this is a Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, like Hawkeye, like everybody included, I would say I see him the most. He's like in everybody's world. He was in Spider-Man, and then he's in this one. I think there's just you see him more often than anybody else. And then even in Shang-Chi, um, those the superheroes, I don't think he was necessarily in it, but then like technically his universe was in it, because the guy, like his number two dude, the Asian guy, he was in Shang-Chi. And then that's kind of representing the Doctor Strange universe. So I feel like he's just everywhere. Only one Doctor Strange before this, Frederick Bravo says. Okay, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I thought. With Rachel McAdams, whom I love. Honestly, I think it's just a bunch of great actors and actresses in this movie. I was kind of shocked at this girl, the new one that like from the very beginning when I was listening to them speak Spanish. I think that was Spanish, right? I'm like, am I in the right like theater? I was confused if I was watching the right movie because I didn't expect like any new characters. I guess I didn't really focus on the poster because I'm just like, Wanda. I did my best impression for the thumbnail. I don't really know what, okay, I think it was actually like this, but I did it like this. I love her little pose. It's awesome. And I love the headgear and everything. It's supposed to be Sokovia, like a Sokovia witch or something. I think that's what she said during WandaVision. Hi there, Tara. Welcome to the stream. Only one Johnny Depp. Yes. There is only one Johnny Depp, and there's only one Elizabeth Olsen, and one Elon Musk last I checked. Although it'd be really nice to think if there was a multiverse, what would we all be doing? And actually, I think after watching the movie, I wonder, like, if there is a happier version of yourself in another multiverse, would you destroy that other you's happiness in order to steal their Doge coins? Or in order to take their happiness, would you guys do it? That's a good poll question. Oh, I'm eating Skittles, by the way. I don't think Luke's in here. He usually calls me Miss Skittles. But I actually got this from Canada. You suckers can't have any unless you travel all the way to Canada, because I don't think this is in the US. Or at least I've never seen this in the US. It says new, and then in French, nouveau, new. I've never seen this. So I brought this back as like a candy souvenir for myself. It's really interesting flavors. I don't even know what it says bright side, Côte Claire. I don't know if bright side means Côte Claire. I think that's French. Maybe it's called bright side edition. The flavors are so good. It's better than the smoothie one that I had recently. I bought like the Skittles smoothie pack. I'm not crazy. I don't eat Skittles every day, but I know I feel like I talk about Skittles with you guys all the time, or I'm just eating Skittles on my live streams. But yeah, I do like Skittles though. These flavors are really interesting. I would say this is like one of the best. There's so many different flavors for Skittles, but this one, it has Paradise Punch for the blue one, Kiwi Banana for the yellow one, the tangerine one is orange, pink lemonade for the pink one, and then the green one is watermelon. And they're all really good. Just thanks God Doge survived this whole ordeal. Carlos said, I don't know if Doge survived this whole ordeal, guys. I'll say we survived if we, get past that 10-cent threshold and then don't go back down. So right now, even though, as you can tell by my title, it feels like everything is up over 20%. Congratulations to anybody who just kind of watched everything fall apart, waited for this moment this week, and bought up all the dips, because if you bought ApeCoin at like 5 something, you're basically up nearly 2x. Like it's insane right now, the markets. And then somebody said earlier on my live stream on the main channel about how they bought Luna and then they are at 10x all of a sudden. My friend told me that they spent, I think, $100 on Terra Luna, and then it dropped to like, I don't know, $10 or something, and then all of a sudden today popped to like 150. So I don't understand it. Again, I know a lot of people are just gambling with it. I put out a poll on my main channel, Living with Lucy, under the community tab, a poll to ask if people would rather like play a lotto ticket or would you rather buy Terra Luna. Most people said lotto ticket. So at least that's when I checked it. But there's a huge amount of people that is choosing to buy Terra Luna as a gamble. I guess they're just having fun with it. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's gonna be lots of Terra Luna multi-millionaires coming our way before the end of 2022. But yeah, definitely very, very tempting, I think, to get in on all this crypto stuff. Like, I had a thought today on should I sell certain things at a loss, because you guys know I have like a lot of random positions open, most of which I'm not willing to let go, like Tesla at a loss. No, I'm not going to get rid of that. But I did have a thought today on maybe getting rid of some losing positions in my portfolio and then just realize that loss for tax purposes and whatnot, and then just put it into maybe ApeCoin. I didn't do it. Obviously I have to free up my buying power, and tomorrow is going to be crucial because it's Friday. So if I sell anything, I got to sell it on Friday during market hours, and then I'll either hold on to the buying power and then wait for another dip. But I kind of refuse to buy like ApeCoin now that it's risen from like the lows of $5.60 to like, I don't know how much it's at right now. I think it's like $9.90 earlier when I looked on Webull. Oh wait, sorry. I was gonna do a poll. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so review for this, I would rate it solid 8 out of 10. This Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, 8 out of 10 for me. Highly, highly recommend. And yes, I'm biased because I love Elizabeth Olsen. I love the Olsen twins. And I think now I just love all three of them, which is really weird because I think when I like the Olsen twins, I didn't even know about their sister, who's actually only, I think, they're only like 2 years apart or something. Like Elizabeth Olsen and the Olsen twins, these sisters, same parents, I believe, are only really 2 years apart. But I don't know why, like in my mind, I thought they were like 10 years apart or something. But anyways, my question is, if there is a multiverse and there's a you in the multiverse, you find that you and they're living a much, much happier life than you are, would you destroy that multiverse you? I don't know how you'll destroy them. Maybe throw them back into your world and then you pop over to theirs and then just pretend to be them. Would you do that in order to be happy if you're not happy in your world because you lost your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your dog or whatever, or your Doge coins or $69 in the multiverse? Would you ruin the other you in order to gain what they have? So I guess I don't know how I'm gonna word this. Would you destroy the multiverse you? Hold on. Multiverse you to be happy. Happy? Happier. Happier. Yes or no? Be honest, folks. Be honest. And thank you all in the stream right now for smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's always good to get more likes in here than the people in here. So you guys are doing a great job. But for those of you that have not tapped that like button yet, please do so. And make sure you are subscribed to my channel over here. This is the Luci Show, different from my main channel, although we touch upon crypto here and there, and I may or may not look at it. And you're welcome to talk about anything you want under the sun. It is obviously a smaller group over here, so I think it's easier for me to read most people's comments. I am here not as often as the main channel, but it's usually late nights, and now it's just going to be very strange hours. If you guys follow my Twitter, I did talk about the fact that it wasn't kidding, by the way. I did actually, well, I didn't apply yet. I've brushed up my resume to apply for a job at an office, so wish me luck. That is definitely to earn money to buy the dip. But yeah, if I do get that job though, my hours are going to be more weird. I'm still going to keep YouTube for sure. Like I'm just going to like do YouTube during my lunch break or something if that's allowed. I don't think I could do it on the premise of wherever I'm going, but um maybe I was thinking I could just go to my car and then just do a live stream there. I don't know. I'll work it out. I'm good with being weird. And then, or I do my job and then I come home and I do my stream like just at a later time. So make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on future live streams. Elon wants to hire you. That's funny. I actually have a close friend that works for Twitter. I don't think Elon wants to hire me. I mean, I will gladly be his personal assistant for free. And I'll just be like, yo, Elon, I think it's time to buy all your kids some Dogecoins and then post it on Twitter. I would just do that. I would do certain jobs for free. Like growing up, I was always like, idiots. Why would anybody want to volunteer for jobs? Like I would never do any jobs for free ever. Yeah, that's changed. Now I finally understand why people would work for free. I would absolutely work for free for Elon Musk. I would work for free for Elon Musk. I would walk his Floki. I would babysit his kids. Just want to be kind of like a fly on the wall. So yeah. Find out about those Twitter deals before everybody else. Insider information. Just kidding. Congrats. I recently got hired for a regular 40-hour week job. Frederick says, oh, nice. Congrats. Week job 2 for a big tech company. Can't say much else. It's all good, Frederick. I want you guys to feel safe on my live streams. So say whatever you're comfortable with. I always stick with, don't say too much on any internet platforms because you never know. You never know. You never know if your employers are watching. Um, which is going to be funny because I'm not going to tell my future employers that I have a YouTube channel because I don't need to disclose that. And my SO was asking me like, if they ask you why are you working? Like, why do you want this job? What are you going to say? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I can't say that I want to buy the dip. And I guess most people don't say the most honest thing, which is I want to survive in this world and I need to make money. So I guess I'll go with I like a challenge. I'll be like, I want this job because I need a challenge. I need to add one more thing to my plate of trying to be a real estate agent, trying to trade, trying to be a YouTuber, and many, many other things. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I also consider saying that I want to challenge myself to wake up earlier every single day because I've been waking up at literally 12 p.m., 1 p.m. every single day. And I think having a job will seriously just be the only reason why I'll wake up. Like I can't do it for myself, but I'll be able to do it for the dollars. What is multiverse Lucy like? Zatex. Oh yeah, I don't know if I would steal my multiverse me happiness. I'd like to think I'm better than that, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm better than that. So I'm just gonna say depends on how much Dogecoin is in the multiverse. If Dogecoin's like $69, I'll be like, whoosh, hold the multiverse me to this world and be like, you've had a good time. It's my turn. So 53% of you are like really nice. You're like, no, you wouldn't destroy the multiverse's use lives. Sure, that's what you say now, but you don't feel what the multiverse you. I mean, you don't. Yeah, it's like another person. I don't know. I feel like people relate to the multiverse selves like it is them, but it'd be awkward because I don't think I could be two people at the same time. So I can't feel what they feel. So to me, they're just like a stranger. So I'll just be like, okay, cool. Like this Lucy needs to enjoy some Dogecoins at $6.90 or $69 or yeah, 69 bucks. We'll go with that in the multiverse. So I won't feel bad. Maybe if I feel bad, I'll like switch back after I've had a really good time. Just doing live streams in the other multiverse and the other universe. Unless you're using the dark hold. Honestly, this movie was a little bit confusing to me because I was expecting, I guess the commercial, the trailer, sorry, the trailer made me think that the bad Doctor Strange was going to get more like, I don't know, time on on the screen, but he didn't. So I was just, I guess I was confused. Would you want a third eye? I don't know. It kind of grosses me out. Is it just me or I hated the third eye. I'm not even sure if I want to watch like the new one with like what's her name? Charlize Theron. Theron, is that her name? Charlize Theron. Like the preview near the end. I feel like there's always two like little previews for all Marvel movies. Even the Disney plus WandaVision, there was like at least one or two previews, I forget, of like what's happening, or I don't know what you call those, but like extra bonus scenes, right? So yeah, the eye thing, it weirds me out. I don't know. I think yeah, no. I don't it makes me uncomfortable to look at it for a long time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it doesn't belong there. Or maybe I don't know, or maybe it's because it's an eye. I don't know if I'll feel as weird if somebody had like a third ear or a second nose. Maybe it's just the eyeball thing because I'm like, it's weird if you close your eyes and then the eyeballs, that eye is looking at you. I'm getting a job too, Lucy. You're watching says, congrats, guys. I'm very happy for everybody in here that's like getting jobs, sending positive vibes. I hope that, well, I don't know why you guys are getting it if you have the same intent as me as, buying dips and surviving. Um, but it's always good. I think whatever you guys decide to do with your lives, get a job, quit your job, get into a relationship, quit your relationship, as long as you're moving along with life and just feel like you're doing your best. Doing your best is all that matters. So I'm gonna leave it up to fate. Like I'm going to apply to this one that just kind of, it was referred to me. So I didn't know about this job. And then a friend told me to apply for it. I considered and I'm like, yeah, buying dip money would be nice and extra money would be good. So yeah, that's why I'm considering it now. But if I don't get it, it's not like I just have my resume like thrown out everywhere looking for every job that exists right now. So maybe that'll be step 2. I don't know. I'm kind of like taking it one step at a time. Like my comfort zone right now is just to apply for this one job. And if I don't get it, I'll be like, man, the universe doesn't want me to buy any dips. And then if I really, really feel like I want to work to buy those dips, then I'll look for something else of interest to me. A third eye that keeps track of crypto, say Texas. No worries, because people are desperate for employees, Tara says. So that's the thing, Tara. I actually think that that's going to stop soon. So never financial advice on any of my channels, entertainment purposes only. But we know about the Twitter hiring freeze that was talked about, breaking news on Bloomberg, released today. But that's just, it's not just Twitter, because like one of my friends, she applies to like these different jobs, these different companies, tech companies, and she's been telling me that before, and I'm talking like this is more like engineer, analyst jobs, okay, in tech companies. She's telling me before there was like mad recruiters just sending emails nonstop, like super desperate, um trying to get people to fill these positions. So now she's not getting as many of those emails. Definitely a lot less recruiters doing their job. It's definitely less companies right now hiring. So I don't think it's just a hiring freeze with Twitter, and that it's a hiring freeze because of specifically what's going on with Elon Musk. Although I think on the surface it may seem like that, I personally do believe that there's a hiring freeze and there's going to be more and more of that, because naturally with tech companies dropping like 50%, 40%, it's probably not doing that well on the cash side. And when that happens, budget cuts, restructuring, who knows, firing of employees. The freezing of hiring is like the base tier thing you do. And then after that, if it's still not enough and you still need to cut more costs, then you start chopping people's money or just getting rid of them. Walmart and grocery stores, warehouses, and general labor will always be open, but that's last stop here watching says. Yeah, so I was talking more about like these tech company jobs. I do agree that grocery stores probably will always do well. I mean, heck, even in Shanghai right now, like in China with the massive lockdowns since mid-March, okay? So since mid-March, I know people in Shanghai who have just been stuck in their homes like every single day, nearly every single day, doing testing up the nose, in the mouth, like not even in the mouth, like in the throat. Uh I don't know how it's done. I've never seen it, but this is what I'm told. Like in the throat, in the nose, like every other day, or like some days, multiple days in a row. It's really like rough right now, and all they're able to buy is not clothing, go out to the mall and shop. You can't go out anywhere, so you're only able to like buy things online. And there's only specific people with passes I talked about that can come to your home and like deliver in districts. So right now only grocery stores, like these online grocery stores who are selling you like just straight up groceries, that are really making money. Everybody else, not so much. I'm talking about in Shanghai. Kathy Wood says companies are stockpiling labor. Golder McIver says, all I want to see is Johnny Depp and Elon Musk so sexy. Tara says, but I think you want to see Elon Musk more. I forget. We had this poll, but I think most people on this channel like Johnny Depp more. I can't do this type of poll on my main channel, but I wonder if everybody likes Johnny Depp more than Elon Musk on the main channel. I don't know. Did you see the duct tape guy in Shanghai? No. What is the duct tape guy? I feel like I can't keep up with all like this news in Shanghai, because just like every other day there's something crazy. And I can only fact check with people I know there so much before they get annoyed. Like, stop asking me if these Western news you hear are true. But so far, a lot of them have been true. Like there's this one story about this lady who caught COVID, and these people in these suits like took her away, and then they killed her dog. Like they killed her dog because they were like, okay, if she caught COVID, then most likely the dog probably has it too or something. I don't know if they tested the dog. I don't know how it was done. I don't even know how you test, like, I guess up the nose with the dog too. I don't know what happened, but that's what I heard online. Then I fact checked with people who live in Shanghai, and apparently that story was true. I don't know how these people in the suits can get away with it and how it's okay to just kill somebody's dog, or how the lawsuits would work over there, but it's absolutely insane. Um, did yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And then like there's drones. I talked about, like, you see videos just like on Twitter because there's like these different like accounts on Twitter that I don't know where they're getting these images and videos, but maybe they just have like friends and family there that send it to them. There's also these like 1984 like videos where you see all these like buildings, like all these buildings, apartment buildings, and then they like I guess flew up a drone, like a drone that speaks out to you in Chinese. And the drone was basically like you could see subtitles. It was saying how people need to calm down, stop singing, like stop singing outside of your balconies about what you want to do and stuff like that. It was just like it was very 1984 like. Twilight Zone, will the real Martian please stand up? Episode, Henry says. The twist was the Martian had a third eye. Watch it sometime. Doctor Strange 2 probably paid homage to it. Yeah, so the third eye thing I know is a part of Asian culture too. So it's like they didn't, I highly doubt the Twilight Zone created it. Um, I don't know if it's part of like all Asian culture, but for sure I've seen it in like Chinese, what's it called, ancient stories. So it's not a new thing. It's definitely been around for like thousands of years. Like whoever created that concept or the myth of the third eye. You sure about that? Any proofs? Tara says, how do you feel about not selling your Doge bag at all-time high? X-ray. How do I feel? It doesn't feel good knowing that I didn't sell at the all-time high. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, there's nothing else I could do about it except be like, oh, that sucked. And life goes on. Yeah, I had on my Facebook page, just Google it. Tara Henry says, lots of pets were killed in China to be owners had COVID. Oh, lots of pets were killed in China because the owners had COVID. I remember hearing about like a lot of I think it was hamsters being killed. Do you guys remember that? I think that was Hong Kong though. And this was way before Shanghai had a lockdown. I just like sort of remember there was some news about some type of rodents. I don't know if it was hamsters or rats. I think it was hamsters because I don't think people have, well, there are people with rats as pets, but I think there's more people with hamsters as pets. So I remember hearing that about Hong Kong. If anyone could like, check in with me if you remember hearing that too. But I remember there was a lot of like Hong Kong, like police or I don't know, just regulators who went and literally took away people's hamsters because they were saying how there was like this, like a lot of hamsters had COVID or something. So that was a while back. That was like a while ago. I don't know about like mass killing of all these animals because I don't know anybody in Shanghai that has an animal and they themselves caught COVID. So I know people with animals who are completely safe and just, like in a lockdown and they're home. But yeah, one story was confirmed about that one girl and the dog. I don't know about the rest. So you guys are going to have to do your own DD. I don't know. This is only what I've seen on the news. And I mean, it is Western news, most of it. So you're going to have to check for yourselves and always know that just because you hear something in Western news doesn't mean that's how people feel and or is the truth for sure in Asia, if it's talking about Asia. Anyone who is spiritually awakened has their third eye open, Frederick says. It's not an actual eye, of course. It's the pineal gland in your brain in that area that lets you see more than your eyes can. That's deep. I don't I don't think I have a third eye open. That would be nice. But is it kind of like, what if you are really good? I feel like in a sense, like in a poetic way, maybe people have a third eye if they're just really good at reading others. Like if you just see someone and then you know if they're hiding a secret, or if you see someone, you look into their eyes and you just know they're a total liar, total POS, then maybe you have a third eye as well. Just saying. Tara's like, I hate FB. Oh, speaking of Facebook, did you guys ever watch something called Sorry for Your Loss? Um, a friend was telling me the other day because I was talking about how much I love Elizabeth Olsen, aka Wanda, Scarlet Witch, Marvel, Doctor Strange. And then she was saying how Elizabeth Olsen, I guess, has a movie on Facebook. I don't know how to watch movies on Facebook. I don't know if you have to pay for it or if it's free, but apparently Facebook released a movie or something called Sorry for Your Loss. And it features, well, I mean, I think Elizabeth Olsen is one of the main characters. Actually, let me search that up now that we're talking about Facebook. Give me one sec. Oh, actually, my page is open to WEBULL, so I'm just going to look at the prices of things. Yay, Bitcoin's still at 30,000. And Dogecoin's still over 9 cents. ApeCoin is at $9.01. Killing it. Okay, we're not moving any further up from that. Isn't it called Sorry? I think it's called Sorry for Your Loss. I have such a bad memory. I'm like really proud of myself when I can remember random movie names. Sorry for Your Loss. Okay, I see it. Yeah, it's 2018. That's really old. Okay, I'm very late. Sorry for Your Loss is a 2018 drama, 2 seasons. It has 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. It says it's the sudden death of her husband appends and transforms every relationship in Lei Shaw's life, also forcing her to realize there was a lot about her husband that she didn't know. Whoa. Did not expect for this show to be about that. But it's featuring Elizabeth Olsen, Kelly Marie Tran. Okay, I don't know the rest of the people at all. I don't know anybody else in this, except for Elizabeth Olsen. So you could go check that out if you like her. Again, for me, it's a maybe. Sounds a little bit sad. I don't know if I'm ready for anything sad since my portfolio is already so sad. So maybe later. Then You Are Third Eye Blind. X-Ray Sons. The Olsen twins are a billionaire. Is Elizabeth? I don't know. Good question. Good question. Let's search up the the Olsen twins are for sure 100% billionaires because they've been working since they've been like babies on Full House. And they have like a fashion empire. I don't know about Elizabeth Olsen actually. I would assume she's not a billionaire because I don't think movie stars are just easily billionaires, you know? Like heck, I don't even like Britney Spears has been singing most of her life, and I don't think she's a billionaire. So I'm going to guess no, but let's Google that. Elizabeth Olsen net worth. I think that's how you do it. Her net worth is 11 million and her height is 5'6" because apparently people like to put that underneath the net worth. I just typed in Elizabeth Olsen net worth. So I don't really understand what people mean by net worth. Is it like that's all her assets added up together? Kind of. So like if you sell all her assets, that's what she's worth. Like money wise, housing, crypto, everything. It says 11 million, which is still pretty boss. I figure it would be more than that. Maybe it doesn't mean how much money you have. It says which Olsen sister is the richest. According to the richest, Courtney Taylor Olsen, the 25-year-old sister to Elizabeth. What? Mary Kate and Ashley has worked on smaller films like Malignant Spirits, Sense of Fiction, and YOLO the Movie. Trent Olsen, the siblings' 37-year-old, did some acting as a child. Okay, I think this is according to the richest. Huh? Okay, no, it doesn't say someone else is more rich. I'm pretty sure it's the Olsen twins. Still, though, the Olsen twins aren't billionaires. Their fashion empire is worth. Oh, wait, there's a 2020 statement about Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen. It says, still, though, the Olsens aren't billionaires. Their fashion empire is worth $1 billion. In fact, back in 2015, the pair found themselves in the middle of a class action lawsuit with their Dual Star Entertainment Group. That was posted on May 15, 2020. So I guess the Olsen twins aren't billionaires either. But their fashion empire is worth $1 billion. Okay, that makes sense. Their fashion empire is worth $1 billion, but if you break it down together, they don't actually have billions of dollars or even 1 billion in cash, maybe. I'm just going to read it like that. Hi there, Crimson. Crimson says net worth is the value of all assets minus the total of all liabilities. Put another way, net worth is what is owned minus what is owed. So I guess that would mean the Olsen twins are not billionaires, but their fashion industry or their fashion brand is $1 billion, which is good enough. Still, I think makes them wealthier, I would assume, than Elizabeth Olsen. Simply, I guess, with the amount of time spent in their careers. All the investors involved, Slato says, Nicolas Cage is almost bankrupt. I didn't watch that new movie from him, but did anybody watch it? That new one where it's titled after the great Nicolas Cage. I think like people make fun of him so much for buying like a dinosaur skull and stuff, or like I don't know, a castle. But it's like just let the man be. Just let him live his best life. I don't have a problem with him buying that stuff if it makes him happy. Lucy, have you watched Welcome to Eden on Netflix? You're watching says. No, I haven't. I haven't. I've been watching a lot of weird stuff, guys. A lot of weird stuff. And like I was thinking the other day, maybe I'm watching too much. Like I feel like I'm watching too much stuff that when I go back to watching a movie I've seen in the past, and in the past, I mean like less than 10 years ago, I can't even remember the ending anymore because I feel like maybe I'm fueling my brain with too many different TV shows and documentaries and movies and short clips and YouTube videos. So, yeah. What was the like thing I watched recently? It was kind of sad. I watched Marilyn Monroe's Unheard. What is it called? Hold on. Okay, no, I don't have it here, but it's go on Netflix. If you type in Marilyn Monroe's Unheard, I don't know if it's mysteries or unheard video tapes or something like that. Basically, it's a documentary of somebody who did deep dive research on all and like interviews with all the people that were involved in Marilyn Monroe's life while she was living. Like somebody did a deep dive like detective work research, and then there were all these tapes that were not heard, and then it was like all unveiled in this Netflix documentary. It's like over an hour, but it was like pretty interesting. It actually spooked me because it was at night, and then it was talking about her death and how there was like a cover up of her death. It's just wild. I feel like learning about Audrey Hepburn and Marilyn Monroe's lives, it's insane. To I guess learn about the fact that they had so many hardships and a lot of unhappy times in their life. Definitely between Marilyn and Audrey though, from Audrey Hepburn. If I compared at least the two different documentaries I've seen, the most recent one that I watch on Netflix with Marilyn Monroe is really bad. Like you just feel really, really bad for her. She's been through a lot. Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, was a good movie. Oh, I saw that. I saw it. I don't think it's something I would watch again 2 times, but I think it's because I like Mark Wahlberg and I like Tom Holland, the Spider-Man actor. So it was a cool like quick action film. The Man Who Fell to Earth is fascinating, Frederick says. A Showtime show. First 2 episodes are in YouTube. Definitely first time hearing about that one. MD says anime is the best. Yes, I'm waiting for Netflix to get the newer episodes of Demon Slayer because yeah, I want to wait it out until it's on Netflix. No, I'll just binge watch it all together. But thank you, Crimson. Ed Sheeran is the youngest billionaire singer, I think, Henry says. Really? Ed Sheeran is a billionaire? How did I not know this? I did not think that Ed Sheeran was a billionaire. What? But how? I don't even think Ed Sheeran hasn't even been around longer than Taylor Swift, right? Like, why is Taylor Swift not a billionaire? Ed Sheeran. Billionaire? I mean, he has great music, don't get me wrong. Net worth. Nah, it says Ed Sheeran's net worth is 160 million, Henry. But who knows? all these wealthy people, you don't know how much money they actually have. Wait, hold on. Olsen twins. Hold on. Look at the dollar bill. There is a eye on a pyramid. Should I buy ApeCoin says? Yes, I've seen that. I don't question why it's there. That doesn't creep me out though, seeing an eye on a pyramid for some reason. But it creeps me out when I see it on Doctor Strange. Still loved it. Loved the movie. And I can't believe I saw what's his name? John Krasinski, right? The office guy. I swear we were just talking about him the other day on my live stream. And then we were talking about superheroes. So it was weird. It was kind of a shock for me to see him as the Fantastic Four dude. Okay, I thought on XM they said she bought lots of property that went up in value. Who are we talking about? Who is she? Are we talking about Elizabeth Olsen? Are we talking about Taylor Swift? But yeah, once again, guys, I don't think most singers or celebrities, doesn't matter how many years you've been in Hollywood, yeah, it's hard to become an actual billionaire. And I only feel this way because wasn't Rihanna like just recently she became a billionaire or something? And that took how many years? Like she's been around for a while. And also, like I said, Britney, not a billionaire, but super famous. Um, so yeah, I think you got to do like, yeah, you got to be like most probably have a public company, um, deal with like business more so, more likely to I think become a billionaire. At least that's my 2 cents. That's what I think. Unless you're Madonna or Michael Jackson, Frederick says. I actually don't know their if how much money Madonna is worth right now at this current minute, but I'm sure it's a lot. Or yeah, or like if you're a celebrity but you invested a lot of money into like properties or doing business, selling your own products, that makes a world of a difference versus somebody who just, continues to make money off of only movies, being paid for your roles, I think. Jessica Simpson is close, Clown Zombie says. Yes, Jessica Simpson. I actually have a bunch of Jessica Simpson products, just like randomly. I don't mean to purposely buy them, but sometimes I just like I'll see a shirt, or like I have recently I got this black jacket. It's like a sportswear jacket, and I didn't even notice it was from Jessica Simpson until I looked at the tag, and I'm like, oh, I do have lots of stuff from her. Fred, which firm you work for? Tara says Madonna's net worth is actually 550 million. Frederick Bravo, thank you for the facts. Yeah, again, not easy to be a billionaire. Like for example, who's a billionaire? Kylie Jenner, right? Like she's a billionaire, but it's not just due to her reality TV show with like the Kardashians. She needed to do a business, sell a bunch of products. So it's mostly her beauty line, I believe, her makeup line. And I think she sells like face washes and all that stuff too now. So it's like Kylie Jenner's beauty line that helped her become a billionaire. Are worth like I think at one point $1 billion, at least $1 billion, which technically call yourself a billionaire. I think Jackson's executors placed his net worth at the time of his death at just over 7 million. Crimson says. Well, there you go, folks. We have yet to find a huge celebrity that we're mentioning in this chat right now. That's an actual billionaire. Thank you for shorting. There are such as Karma, Tara says. What? Diamond Hand 69, thank you for coming into the stream, modding all of you guys in here, all my lovely mods. Thank you so much for smashing that like button. W3 all have third eyes, LMFAO, Tara says. Okay, wait, 53% of you said, oh wait, yes to the, wait, what? What was that poll? Oh my God, you guys change your votes. Earlier, most of you were like, no, I wouldn't destroy the multiverse you to be happier. And then it changed. And then the tables turned. And everybody decided to be selfish instead. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm not destroying them. I'm just switching lives with them. Kendall Jenner is so pretty, Bartista says. Yes, honestly, I think she is. I mean, there's so many Kardashians. There's many of them sisters. I think she's one of my favorites. Good, good modeling work. Kim Kardashian is at 1.8 billion, Frederick says. Okay, so she's a billionaire, and then also Kylie Jenner is a billionaire. But I don't think the rest are. I could rob Ed Sheeran. I could rob Ed Sheeran easily, Frederick says. Why would you rob Ed Sheeran? Mark had a criminal record. I remember, LOL. Katansky says, I think there's a lot of celebrities that have had criminal records in the past, or like openly talked about how they did like illegal things, or went to jail or whatever. Robert Downey Jr. definitely went to jail, right? Dwayne Johnson, I swear I remember seeing like an Instagram clip of him saying himself that he's like done stuff. I don't know what he did. I forget. Maybe it was just like I don't know, selling something he wasn't supposed to sell or whatever it was, but he admitted to doing something that also wasn't so much legal. I don't know how that works. Like if it happens like forever ago and you're a celebrity and you're super rich, like you could talk about your past if you did do stuff that was not so legal, or maybe like due to the timing. I don't know how that works. Elvis, Michael, Prince, John Lennon, Tupac probably making more now than alive. LL Henry says. You mean the people related to them are making more now. Paul McCartney net worth is 1.2 billion. Good for Paul. 100 million net worth. Thank you, Slateco. Jay-Z was a drug dealer, Frederick says. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Did he admit to that on an interview or something like that? Do your own DD, folks. Jay-Z's net worth is 1.3 billion. Oh, I'm not shocked at that. I feel like whenever he sings, or whenever he raps, it's a lot of it is talking about like proper investments. One of them, I forgot the song name. One of them was about how I can't rap it. It was like, bought this painting, leaving this painting for my children, worth more now 2 years later. Blah 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 blah. So I feel like he's probably got a good investment mindset. My network is negative, LOL, Tara says. You mean your net worth or your network? All they wanted was peace, Tara says. Adam Jackson bought lots of shares from Paul McCartney's music label. I would just go to every water and roller coaster park world if I was rich. Really, Zaxi? I feel like I wouldn't. I think if I had a whole bunch of money, I would probably be more careful on those roller coasters just in case. I think when people get more and more wealthy, chances are they're going to value their life more and more and be like, maybe I shouldn't get on that motorcycle right about now. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I think if I have $1 billion, I'm going to do less dangerous things. Like maybe if I used to bungee jump 7 times a week, I'll do it 1 time a week, just a little less. Have I ever been incarcerated? I don't even think I know what that means. Is that like going to jail? So I'm gonna say no, because I don't even know what that means. I've never gone to jail, guys. I swear. But I guess you don't know my real name, so maybe I have, and you don't know. I don't know. Wait, no. I think like if you did something really bad, your face would be like all over the place. So I guess you could just like search my face, and if it doesn't pop up under some like offender list or wanted list, then it should be good. I probably didn't do anything crazy. Are the feds looking for you? No. No. I don't think the feds are looking for me. I'm looking for the feds though. I want to ask them, when are we going to have a green stock market again? A bullish one. That's what I want to ask. I would love to sit down with Jay Powell. Just have a nice little chat. No, rich people fly in jets all the time. Rich is risky, as Zaxi says. See, the thing I feel about like which one's riskier though, jets or helicopter, I think I'll pick a jet anytime above a helicopter. Like a private jet versus a helicopter. I think just do your own DD. I did not actually research the statistics, but from what I hear on the news, I think I hear more accidents occurring with helicopters than private jets. So I think I'll stick with private jets if I had to pick between the two. I'd rather just go with a plane economy. um, Rich people have bodyguards. Slackco says yes. You have bodyguards, but if you choose to do dangerous things every single day, then no bodyguard is going to be able to save you on that one. Helicopters are scary. I hate it, as Axie says. I've actually been on a helicopter only one time in my life. I'm not sure if I want to do it again, to be honest. Just, all the news I've seen about accidents with helicopters. But usually, like whenever I do something that's like dangerous, like when I went bungee jumping, I would see and ask the company and like look at their records, be like, were there any accidents? And like ever since you were opened, were there any? Because if I heard like there's one, even, I think that would make me think twice, like if one person even had an accident with this like bungee jumping company, I'll be like, whoa, what's stopping me from becoming your number two? So yeah, I'm I don't think I'm not worth anything like billions. Uh but I don't think I'm down to do too many helicopter rides. I'm going traveling again during this year later on. And I know helicopter would be an option for some of my friends, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to be like, sorry guys. I have a future. I have a future of seeing Dogecoin at $6.90, and I can't do this. I gotta be there for my live stream peeps. Lucy's real name is Amanda Hudgenkiss. Hudgenkiss? I can't even pronounce Hugginkiss. That's a nice name. I actually always liked the name Amanda growing up. I should call myself Amanda from now on. I've been on Black Hawk helicopter 3 times in Iraq. After the first time, you just don't care and want to get to the next stop. Wow. Okay, so like you're saying after the first time you just don't care and you're okay with like doing more and more trips. I think I didn't really feel scared after my first helicopter ride, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. Um I think it's just I haven't been on one in a while, and then like hearing all the news, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Stay on the ground. Bezos be flying in rockets, but technically, if we're talking like car accidents, those happen all the time. Like there's a lot of people who are afraid to get on the plane, but if we do like again, do your own DD, but I think if we were to calculate like all the accidents versus all the flights that happen in the world, right? Like you do a ratio of all the flights that's ever occurred in the world versus all the terrible death occurring accidents with planes versus all of the cars and the car accidents, I think car accidents should take the cake. I don't know. I think it's probably higher, but that's just from my imagination. Do your own DD. Wear your cup at over here without a bev, lol. There is. There's some I think it's peach Perrier in here, but it's like there's 2 types of Perrier. It's either the juice one where it's like it tastes a lot sweeter and better, or there's this one where it's not sweet enough. So that's why I haven't chugged it. I was thinking about I have mango Malona, like, like that fruity ice cream popsicle thing. I was thinking about dunking one in here. I didn't do it though. But maybe I'm just gonna eat my Malona later. I have weird food combo thoughts all the time. Some are realized, some aren't. Did you see the Elon tweet about straws? Yes. I'm so annoyed. Like you have to be I just I hate I hate that we live in a world where we do paper straws, but the whole cup is plastic. Starbucks, you go into a Starbucks, your entire cup is plastic, plus the lid. But they're giving you paper straws. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It's a joke. And then I guess on Twitter, oh, we're up to 1.31 trillion. Well, guys, guess that's it. Pack your bags, bears. It's over. Going to the moon. It's at 1.30 trillion, up 14.30%. Wow, what the heck? I almost said the other word. Steppen, STEPN. Are you kidding me? It's up 80% right now. What? This is what happens when I don't buy into these things. Wham, bam, Tesla scam. Yep, car accidents happen every day, even in a Tesla. Crimson Ring says. Well, I'm just saying, like, if we had to do a guesstimate on which, what do you call it? Which mode of travel gets into more accidents? I think planes are actually technically safer than cars, just because right now there's so many different vehicles on the road, and a lot of people just can't drive. Someone from the band Magneto from Mexico lost his fingers waving to a crowd after he exited a chopper some years ago. What? That's terrible. Right. I need a poll. Should I get a McDonald's breakfast on my drive to work? Bardistas, you're wondering if you should get a McDonald's breakfast on your drive to work? I mean, if you didn't bring breakfast, I would say yes. And I always think McDonald's has good breakfasts. I haven't had one in a long time. Usually just go for their chicken nuggets any time of the day. Paper straws use at a last minute and not wait, otherwise will melt. I like witches. No, honestly, this paper straw situation pisses me off so much, and I let every single person who hands me a paper straw know that. Like when I go to the movie theater, AMC included, and they hand me a paper straw, I look at the concession stand people and I'm like, why? And they're like, I know, I hate it too. Literally, that's the response from people that hand me paper straws. They're like, I know, I hate it. And I'm like, can I get the plastic one? I've had people hand me plastic straws, but like very, very thin ones that they have like on the side. I don't know if it's like actually a stirring stick that they hand me, but trust me, it's horrible. I know there's bigger problems in the world than paper straws, but it melts. Especially like try watching a movie with a slushy and a paper straw, and the paper straw doesn't even go deep enough to the bottom of my slushy cup. And it just melts halfway. So I've learned to bring my own plastic straw in my bag when I go to see a movie. When I go to see a movie and I get a slushy or a drink because I just can't stand it. I'm sorry, Earth. I can't handle it. I mean, I have these. I actually need to invest in like a longer one to dig into the slushies. And maybe also a boba one. I know they sell bigger, like thicker ones. I clearly don't go out enough, you're watching says, because we don't want the damn sea turtles doing with the plastic straws. I don't know if that's what we're doing it for, but it sure doesn't make sense. I think if we really want to go the path of anti-plastic, it makes more sense to make things like just more dispensable and just tell people to carry around like their own reusable stainless steel, whatever it is that you use, cups around, or jars, or mason jars. Just allow people to use their own jars. And I guess that just means we have to spend more money on technology, because later on, like if you go to Starbucks and you want to get your, I don't know, vanilla bean frappuccino, if you really want to save plastic, then the companies just have to spend more money. And then I bring my own like cup or whatever. They scan and measure how much of their frappuccino I'm taking. I click a button, they see how much I took, and then I swipe my credit card. And there you go. That's how you save the planet, folks. And then there's no plastic involved. Because I'll just bring my own stuff, and then there's absolutely no plastic. And it just doesn't really make sense if you're already selling plastic to just not do the straws when your whole entire cup is made of plastic. The dollar bill is it's not that jars, it's whatever that touches our lips is worse, Tara says. I clearly don't go, oh, not ever since I saw that video of those dudes pulling a plastic straw out of the poor turtle's nostrils. I'm all about paper straws, Bardista says. Okay, so the thing that Elon Musk commented on today, hold on. Let me find it. About the paper straws. It's somebody, okay, wait, hold on. It's this one. Somebody, Mark Andreessen, posted paper straws were the current thing for about 5 minutes based on a totally fake study by a 9-year-old in 2011. Now I get to suck on wood pulp with my iced tea every morning. It's like, wait, first off, why is this guy buying iced tea every single morning? Like, who buys iced tea every morning? Anyways, 11 years later, the kid is now 20 years old. I hope he only wears clothes made out of paper. I didn't know that there was some kid who did a study that was a 9-year-old, and that's why we're drinking paper straws, or why we're drinking with paper straws. I did not know this. Do your own DD. But this is a verified person, and then Elon Musk responded, "This is messed up." I guess if you click into this, it's a post that says California considers $1,000 fine for waiters offering unsolicited plastic. I believe it says. I'm not clicking into it, but that's wild. Getting fined because you're handing out plastic. I don't know what unsolicited plastic is. Like, is that? I hope it's not dirty plastic. Maybe it's plastic that the company did not allow them to have. I don't know if people are just like keeping plastic in their bags. I don't know, as waiters, and then trying to please their clients by giving them plastic. But then they're going to be fined for it. Like, that's insane. That's actually insane. Man, it's wild. Plastic straws are less than 1% of the pollution in the ocean, Chris L says, but they're deflecting the problem nobody wants to talk about. How sea turtles are hohead. Now, why else would it have a straw of its nose? Okay, guys. I know a lot of animals, though, are messed from not just the straws, though. I've seen a lot of animals like get caught up in the ocean, like, and they still do that. Like with the cans, with the Coke cans and stuff, and then there's the like the plastic ring, and then the animals get stuck in that too. Why don't we like not blame the plastic? But I think we need to start maybe figuring out a way to dump our trash. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we need to figure out a way to dump our trash so we don't dump it into our damn oceans. It means if servers hand straws out without the customer asking for the straw, they will fine the server. Oh my gosh. What? That's even more crazy. Why? So, okay, so if I go to a restaurant and I didn't ask for a plastic straw, and then somebody puts a plastic straw into my glass of Cosmopolitan or whatever, or Coca-Cola or iced tea, that this server is now going to be charged $1,000. That's insane. That is like literally one of the dumbest things I've ever heard of in my entire life. My God. Like, are we running out of things to fine people for? And then so we're just like finding ridiculous things to fine people. Like, first off, no idiot as a server would do that if they knew they were going to be fined $1,000. But it's like, what if you just accidentally forgot and did that? And you were just trying to be a good server. You're just trying to make sure that your customers don't have to drink their coffee and stain their teeth, or drink their wine and stain their teeth. Like, shoot. Then we will be bringing our metal straws, Tara says. Man, if I worked as a server at a restaurant and whatever, or if California fines me $1,000, I'm just never giving anybody their plastic straws ever again. And yeah, that'll be the end of it. And then I'll be triggered if anybody asks me for straws. Or like, what if, Then these servers could be totally screwed over. There's like, I've been a server before, so I know there's evil customers. What if there's a customer that just doesn't like you? And then they're like, can I get some plastic straws? And then you bring them a whole bunch. Then they call your manager on you and say, I didn't ask for any of these plastic straws. Let's find this person $1,000. That will totally happen. Why don't we have ice straws? Like just a really cold straw. Oh my God, that's so genius. Should I buy ApeCoin? Maybe I should buy ApeCoin. No, but seriously, that's really smart. I never thought about that. Yes. If you're drinking Coca-Cola, just like a Coca-Cola, you could freeze. You could freeze a straw-like shape in Coca-Cola. And then you're drinking Coca-Cola with your Coca-Cola ice straw. That is so genius. My God, should I buy ApeCoin? How are you so smart? You should totally make that a business. Make it a business, because an ice straw will melt after a few seconds. Frederick, don't burst our bubble, man. But yeah, that would it would melt, honestly. But so would the paper one. I rather take the ice one, to be honest. It just seems more fun. Twizzlers, candy. You know what? Twizzler straw. Twizzler straw. I would rather take a Twizzler straw than the paper straws they give me. Yep. I'm serious. We should just make candy straws. We should make candy straws. Yep. Let's drink it out of a Twizzler candy straw. You can choose to eat the Twizzler after. If you don't, no one's going to complain. It's not plastic. Metal SS straws. Make the ice straws with dry ice. That would be fun. I don't think I'm going to put my mouth on that one. Licorice straws. No, seriously. I've done that before. I swear I put a licorice in a drink before and it works the same way as a regular straw. Wood straws, Zaxi says. But I think the candy one would cost less. It would cost less, but maybe just charge people extra for the candy. I think we would still piss off some people, though. They'll be like, why are you giving my children extra candy that I never asked for? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of my live stream. I'm going to go off to look at more random TV shows or movies on Netflix. There's a lot. Sometimes I feel like I'm running out and I just spend like 30 minutes scrolling through random TV shows and movies and then end up not watching anything. But I'm going to go and do that. Lucy's licorice straws. Someone's gonna do it, I swear. And now that I've had this conversation with you guys, I'll remember to for sure bring one of these babies or licorice to my next movie outing where I'll be drinking from a Slurpee. And I know they don't give me plastic straws for my Slurpees. But yeah, time to scroll Twitter and IG. Yes, you know me, Zaxi. I will be on Twitter and somewhat Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, do so. Link down below. Eric the Go Guy, welcome to Rubber Chicken YOLO Gang again. Much appreciated, guys, and all my community members over here, and just you guys for showing up on my live streams. Yesterday was super fun with the karaoke, but I'm waiting for more volunteers. The day that there's at least one volunteer ready to sing the night away with me, let me know, and I will do another karaoke session with you on Twitter Space. Welcome to Rubber Chicken YOLO Gang. Silicone tip and metal straw is way to go. All ready for us to buy Ghost Show. Smash the like and subscribe. Thank you. Should I buy ApeCoin? Good luck to all of you guys, and ApeCoin and Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin. Okay, we're still at number 10, 9.2. It's okay. I'm happy with that. Going into today, Friday, let's hope that the stock market doesn't suck. And this weekend, we don't get another bloodbath for crypto. Bye.